Hello, my name is Georg Hinkel, and in this short video, I'm going to show you how to work with binaries in the Tecan SiLA 2 SDK. So what I wanted to do here is to basically say, okay, we have this greeting service that we developed in earlier editions of this video, of these tutorials. And we want to basically take in not just a name, but also some file and output a file with this greeting to basically say as a signature or something like this. So yeah, we need a second parameter. And I mean, here you can basically imagine that the string type maps to the basic type string. So what does the what type would map to the binaries? There's actually 3 types. The default one is stream. I'll just take in a file as well and output also a stream. Okay. And yeah, because the return type, just return value, doesn't really make sense for, it's not so obvious for this thing now. I'm also going to change the identifier of the return value here to basically say, okay, this is a file with greeting. Okay. So next thing is we need to implement this thing. So we go into the implementation and then put some code here. So what we do is we will create a new memory stream. Okay. Or let's first compute a greeting that we actually want to add. So this is say hello to the name. Okay, and then we have we'll just actually we can also just get the UTF-8 get bytes of this greeting, and then what we do is we write this greeting to the memory stream. Maybe so. New line afterwards. Yeah. Okay. Offset null and the length is greeting, not length. Fine. And then we'll also write that to copy to this. We'll copy that to the memory stream and then return the memory stream. Now, who is actually going to take care of this thing? And the answer is we have to do that because, well, the SDK does not automatically clean up this file thing here. So what we need to do is we need to try this before we finally expose the file. Okay. Implementation done. So we did change the contract. So next thing is very importantly to build the contracts and then go back to the code generator and regenerate the server code. Once we do this, you'll notice that this say hello command now has a new parameter, namely a file, and that is binary. And the response is this file with a greeting because we overwrote the identifier, and this is also binary. Okay, so then we also need to generate the client. One thing I forgot. What we did here is we calculated the greeting, added the greeting to the memory stream, and copied the input file to the memory stream. That means the position of the memory stream is actually at the end of the memory stream. So if we pass this memory stream as is to the SDK now, it's already at the end, so it will basically not write anything there. So what we do is we have to reset the position to 0 before we actually return this. Very important. Okay. I did generate the client? Yeah. Okay. Now we basically have, of course, we have a problem now that we have the say hello thing. And what we do is here, we'll also create a new memory stream. And do an encoding 8 bytes of some data. And then we'll write that to the memory stream. So and then we set the position of the memory stream. And then what we do is we get the response. That will be client.sayHello. And then we pass in the memory stream. And yeah, and then what we can do is basically we can use a stream reader on the response and say, okay, while not the stream reader is at the end of the stream, then we'll do a console write line of. Okay, so we basically dump the contents of that stream to the console. And also I'm going to do a breakpoint here to see what the response is. Okay, so then we can set this up as a starting point and yeah, start this. Okay, and then the client. You will see in one of the previous the videos, I created this execution manager factory that basically still has the locking interceptor inside it, basically to support locking also. If we have binaries, then we have to use something like the execution manager factory. We cannot just use the discovery execution manager. The reason is that the discovery execution manager does not support binaries and does not support metadata because the discovery doesn't use metadata or binaries and is used before the complete connection to the server is actually established in the SDK. Yeah, but here we have something that uses metadata, and therefore we have to use a implementation that we pass into the client that actually has support for binary transfer, which the execution manager that we get from the execution manager factory has, because it knows exactly where to upload the binaries to. Because what's actually going to happen is that before we are actually calling this say hello command, is that we are actually uploading the contents of that memory stream to the server and then calling this say hello command. And that will give as a binary storage identifier, which the SDK then converts into the response here. Okay, so let's execute this. And here we are. And the response is a memory stream. That is because the data that we passed into it, I mean, the content here, this is 11 bytes, and the total length here is, you see, 27 bytes. So that's basically, that's nothing. And if we, we can continue, and then this will write this thing into the console. So the greeting, hello client, and some data. But arguably, 27 bytes is not really representative of the amount of binaries that you want to transfer. But for such small binaries, what the SiLA 2 SDK is doing is it's putting that directly into the response message. So in that case, you don't have any binary storage constants or anything like that. You just have the binary put inside the message according to the SiLA 2 standard. So, okay, what if we go larger? So we can, for instance, just do a for loop, and add this some data like 100,000 times. Okay. And if we execute the client now, we also get a response, but this time the response is actually a lazy stream for some temporary file. And that actually means that what the SDK is doing here, the contents of this response is too large that you can actually put it into the request object or into the response object. So what is happening is that the SDK creates a storage identifier for the request object, then uploads the storage, the contents that we passed into this memory stream, and afterwards, it's creating a binary storage identifier and uploading all the chunk. Then the actual command is happening. Then the SDK takes the result of the command execution and stores it into a temporary file on the server side. Then streams the file and basically creates a binary storage identifier, which, as you can imagine, is just the, you see here that the binary storage identifier is a name of a temporary file. And that is because the server basically stores the result of the call in a temporary file and then uses the name of the temporary file as a binary storage identifier and gives a response to the client with this binary storage identifier. And what this lazy stream does, it basically waits for this thing to finish and then loads this binary binary file. And so basically the machinery is the same thing, and it's hidden completely for you as a user. You basically only have to put you type your contracts with streams or byte arrays or file info objects, and then the SDK is going to do the rest for you. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. And I'm looking forward to see you in one of the next videos. Bye.